In the heart of a bustling city, under the neon glow of skyscrapers, lived a man named Alex. By day, he was a diligent office worker, adept at crunching numbers and navigating spreadsheets. But beneath his seemingly ordinary exterior, Alex harbored a crippling fear, one that had plagued him for as long as he could remember: the fear of public speaking. This fear was no ordinary nervousness. It was a visceral dread that took hold of him whenever the prospect of addressing a group arose. Just the thought of standing before an audience, whether it was a small team meeting or a crowded conference room, sent shivers down his spine. His heart raced, his palms grew clammy, and words seemed to evaporate from his mind, leaving him speechless. As a man with aspirations beyond his current role, this fear was a relentless anchor that held him back. Alex knew he had the ideas and knowledge to make a significant impact in his field, but his inability to communicate effectively in front of others crippled his potential. Opportunities for career advancement slipped through his fingers, and the feeling of frustration and self-doubt gnawed at him day by day. One evening, while sitting alone in a dimly lit coffee shop, Alex faced a pivotal moment. His laptop screen displayed a blank PowerPoint presentation, a stark reminder of an upcoming opportunity to speak at a prestigious tech conference. It was an invitation that could have catapulted his career to new heights, but instead, it felt like a looming specter, a daunting challenge that seemed insurmountable. As he stared at the empty slides, his palms began to sweat, and his heart rate quickened. He knew he couldn't let this fear control him any longer. The stakes were too high, and the opportunity too precious to squander. Alex had reached a breaking point, and he knew he had to confront his fear head-on, or risk a lifetime of unfulfilled potential. With determination welling up within him, Alex closed his laptop, determined to seek help and find a way to conquer the fear that had held him back for far too long. Little did he know that this decision would set him on a transformative journey, one that would challenge him in ways he never imagined and lead to a triumphant resolution he could scarcely envision at that moment. Alex was a meticulous researcher, and he knew that overcoming this paralyzing fear was his only chance at success. In the dusty corner of the coffee shop, at bookshelf, he stumbled upon a book titled, From Silent to Confident, a practical guide to conquering your fear of public speaking. Its cover was worn, a testament to the countless readers who had sought solace within its pages. With a heavy heart and trembling hands, Alex purchased the book and retreated to a corner booth. The author, a seasoned public speaking coach named Sarah Richards, seemed to reach out to him through the printed words. Her journey from a trembling novice to a seasoned orator resonated with Alex. Chapter after chapter, Alex immersed himself in Sarah's wisdom. She detailed practical exercises to manage anxiety, techniques to improve vocal control, and strategies to engage an audience. Each page was a lifeline, offering him hope and a blueprint to confront his deepest fears. Sarah's book became his constant companion. He practiced in front of a mirror, mimicking her suggestions to improve his posture, enunciation, and gestures. Her words became his mantra, guiding him through the treacherous terrain of self-doubt and anxiety. With every turn of the page, Alex found himself slowly regaining control over his fear. He realized that it wasn't an overnight transformation, but a gradual process of self-discovery and growth. Sarah's book had ignited a spark within him, and he clung to it like a lifeline. With newfound hope and a fierce determination, Alex embarked on his challenging journey to overcome his fear of public speaking. He knew that conquering this paralyzing phobia was vital for his career and personal growth. So, he decided to tackle it head-on. The first step was joining a local Toastmasters club. Walking into that room filled with strangers felt like stepping onto an alien planet. His heart pounded, and his palms grew sweaty. But he knew he had to push through if he ever wanted to stand confidently in front of a crowd. Toastmasters provided a structured and supportive environment for people like Alex. The meetings began with members taking turns speaking on various topics. At first, he could hardly get a word out without stuttering or losing his train of thought. The fear he had built up over the years still clung to him like a stubborn shadow. Week after week, Alex attended those meetings. He listened attentively to the evaluations from fellow Toastmasters, learning from their feedback. He forced himself to step up to the podium, even when his legs felt like jelly, and his voice trembled uncontrollably. The turning point came when Alex was asked to give a prepared speech. He chose a topic he was passionate about, something that he knew inside and out. He practiced tirelessly, rehearsing his speech in front of a mirror, his friends, and even his cat. With each practice session, he gained a bit more confidence. When the day of his speech arrived, Alex felt a surge of anxiety. He was tempted to call in sick, but he remembered Sarah's words about embracing fear. So, he took a deep breath and stepped onto the stage. His hands shook, and his knees wobbled, but he pushed through. During that speech, something incredible happened. As he spoke, Alex found himself getting lost in the subject matter. His passion and knowledge overshadowed his fear. He stumbled less, and his voice grew steadier with every passing minute. When he finished, he received a warm round of applause from his fellow Toastmasters. It was a small victory, but it felt monumental to Alex. He realized that he could chip away at his fear bit by bit, one speech at a time. Toastmasters became his training ground, a place where he honed his skills and built his confidence. The rocky road ahead was daunting, but he was ready to face it head-on, fueled by the knowledge that he was making progress, no matter how slow or challenging the journey. The day of the tech conference had finally arrived, and Alex could feel the weight of his anxiety pressing down on him like a boulder. Backstage, he stood alone, his heart racing, and his palms sweaty. The spotlight at the center of the stage shone brightly, momentarily blinding him as he adjusted to the sudden illumination. The room was packed with an audience of tech industry professionals, all eyes fixed on the stage, waiting for him to begin. The pressure was immense, and the silence was deafening. Alex knew that this was the moment he had been preparing for, the moment that could either make or break his career. As he stepped onto the stage, he felt a rush of adrenaline coursing through his veins, and his mind raced with doubts. What if he forgot his lines? What if he stumbled over his words? The fear threatened to consume him, but he fought to stay composed. Taking a deep breath, Alex began his presentation. His voice quivered at first, and his hands shook slightly as he clicked through his slides. But he pushed through the initial nervousness, remembering the techniques he had learned from Sarah's book and his countless hours of practice. As he spoke, he made eye contact with members of the audience, trying to connect with them on a personal level. He could see their expressions change from curiosity to engagement. The more he spoke, the more confident he became. His words flowed more smoothly, and his gestures became more natural. Alex lost track of time as he delved into the subject matter he was passionate about. The audience's initial skepticism had transformed into rapt attention. They were no longer a sea of judgmental faces but a group of individuals who were genuinely interested in what he had to say. With each passing minute, Alex's fear continued to recede. He no longer felt like a prisoner of his own anxiety. Instead, he felt like a man in control, a man who had conquered his demons. And as he delivered the final line of his presentation, the room erupted into applause. The standing ovation that followed was a testament to his determination and newfound confidence. Backstage, as he basked in the afterglow of his success, Alex knew that he had taken a monumental step in his journey to overcome his fear of public speaking. He had faced his biggest fear head-on and emerged victorious. It was a moment he would carry with him forever, a moment that proved that with dedication and perseverance, anyone could conquer their fears and achieve their dreams. The post-presentation interactions were equally exhilarating. People approached him with compliments and questions. They wanted to learn more, to engage with him. Alex had not only conquered his fear but had also made a meaningful impact on his audience. As he reflected on the day, Alex realized that this was just the beginning. He had faced his fear head-on and emerged victorious. It was a victory not just for him but for anyone who had ever battled self-doubt. Alex's triumph was a testament to the power of determination and the potential that lay hidden within every individual, waiting to be unleashed. In the weeks and months that followed, Alex continued to build on his newfound confidence. He spoke at more conferences, each time refining his skills and growing more assured. He also shared his journey online, documenting his progress and offering encouragement to others who struggled with public speaking anxiety. His story caught the attention of many, and he received messages from people worldwide who had been inspired by his transformation. He realized that he had a unique opportunity to make a positive impact on the lives of others, just as Sarah had done for him. As Alex's reputation as a motivational speaker and public speaking coach grew, he received an unexpected message from Sarah herself. The woman who had set him on this path reached out, expressing his admiration for Alex's journey and his desire to collaborate. Together, they embarked on projects aimed at helping others overcome their fears and unlock their full potential. Alex's life had taken a remarkable turn. He wasn't just conquering his fear of public speaking. He was helping countless others do the same. His journey had become a symbol of hope and resilience, proof that with determination and the right guidance, anyone could transform their weaknesses into strengths.